Welcome once again. I'm back on my grind. This is Don't Be Stupid. For those who are watching, my name is Brilliant, and I got a few things that I would like to talk about. One is be smart enough to don't be stupid to fall victim to a lapse. Not saying that you're a stupid individual, but it's a stupid move. A lapse is basically when you're in recovery and you slip up that one time. All right? Immediately get yourself some help. You don't have to look at yourself as if you're a failure. These things do happen. If you have a certain amount of recovery time, I understand that. Don't give up on yourself. Don't say, oh, I got 20 years clean. All of a sudden, I call it a lapse. Because the lapse and the relapse is two different things. Relapse is reoccurring usage once you lapse. That one lapse, even though it probably lasted 2 or 3 days, it's still a lapse. It's when you take a break from it and then continuously going back at it is when it becomes a relapse. All right? So, don't be stupid. I'm looking to make this a broadcasting show, like ridiculousness. Don't be stupid got a catch to it. I'm looking for my niche. So that way, once I find my niche, I know that I can blow up from it. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of being on these platforms, doing the things that we do as content creators and stuff like that. Now, this specific platform, right now is a platform that many eyes can visualize. I will promote on the other platform, not stating no specific names, but a platform is a platform. So I use the word platform because it connects to the app or whatever I'm using at that moment, whether if it's another platform or this platform, right? So, guys, today's topic is plenty of topics. I just touch base with whatever comes to my mind. You understand what I'm saying? It's very hard when you're by yourself. Now, being a trans woman, I'm smart enough to know that my makeup looks better now. I'm smart enough to know that there are individuals that's going to be judgmental because of my transitioning. It's not like I'm 100% passable trans. I started my transition a little late, but I'm still pretty, right? And I still live this way 24 hours and don't care what nobody feel towards it, right? That's being brave, right? And what is it? Here's a riddle. What do you have to give in order to receive? The answer is respect. I give respect on a daily basis. But being trans, right, especially being in recovery, being abstinent, and being in my sobriety stage, away from alcohol and the use of those drugs, you know what I'm saying, being depressed and stressed can lead to using, you know what I'm saying, especially if you're in that state of mind where you feel like the world is coming down on you. You know what I'm saying? So being trans, you know what I'm saying, it's harder for me to communicate with individuals without somebody else thinking the wrong thing. That's why I'd rather put myself in a professional position, like being a caseworker, case manager, or being a peer advocate or whatever. So that way, when I'm speaking, a person could just say simply, oh, she's a peer. And that way no one would think otherwise. Because the first thing they're going to be thinking, oh, they probably like each other, or they probably trying to have sex later on or whatever. And that's wrong for people to even think like that. When I was incarcerated, I had to go through that dilemma. You know what I'm saying? You got gang members, you got stuff like that, and they can't be seen talking to you, or somebody else going to think that they mess around or something like that, right? And that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be innocent as hell. The person could be innocent, and they'll have to find some way to show that, yo, we gotta teach someone a lesson, and I could get cut, or that individual get cut. So it becomes a lonesome life when you're being when you're a trans woman, right? Now, the most you could say is that if you're dealing with people in your community, when I say community, people that are gay, people that's non-binary and such and such and such, you know what I'm saying? When you find that type of community, it's fine. But the wrong thing, the bad thing about certain interacting in that community is a lot of people are still using methamphetamine, they're still drinking, I'm looking for individuals with a clean state of mind. Someone that's not getting high, someone that's not doing drugs and stuff like that, right? That's the best way I can communicate. And it's hard to communicate with amongst my own community because the majority of them are using. You know what I'm saying? Not putting a stigma on everyone in the community. I'm just saying, from my experience, a lot are still using drugs. You know what I'm saying? And there's a different mindset now than it was in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. You know what I'm saying? Even though it took a toll on our community, drugs took a toll on our community even back then. But now, you know, with this crystal meth era going on, you know what I'm saying, it's very toxic, it's very bad. You would think it was something that bikers did. You know what I'm saying? Bikers and meth labs and stuff. No, it's very strong in the gay community. You know what I'm saying? The non-binary community, in the transgender community. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So the best thing I'm working towards doing now is finding a smarter way and not being stupid enough to fall victim to these type of activities as I was at one time in my life. You know what I'm saying? So how is it possible that I can say these things without being insulting? Because I don't want to insult no one. I know that the name of this podcast is Don't Be Stupid. I named it that way in a humorous sense. You know what I'm saying? So it can have a little bit of humor to it. But it's truth to it too. Because we will do stupid things in our life. You know what I'm saying? Being ignorant is one thing. Ignorant meaning you're not aware of the factor. You don't have the information. You don't know. But once you know, you're held accountable. You know what I'm saying? And then you can say, honestly, it was a stupid move that I've done. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that worked. I have individuals that I could communicate with, but they family members. And my whole family don't connect. You know what I'm saying? You got family that's very distant, even though they're near. And that's bad. You know what I'm saying? It's for speaking with my family's concerned. I got family in Philadelphia, family in New York, family in other states and stuff like that, and they barely connect. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad. How is it that's that way? I think it might be different in the age bracket because the seniors are dying off. You have my mother left behind, you have my aunt left behind, and a few others, my other aunts left behind. But even they are separate from each other, in a sense, separate from me, because they don't communicate with me. I ask about them, they don't ask about me. So my mother gets upset when I ask about people who really don't care about me. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand why she would feel that way. She'd be like, why are you concerned about individuals that's not concerned about you? She say, stop, you know, she won't say it direct, but I will say in my mind, okay, don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just do the right thing, correct your errors and stuff like that. Now, when you are in society and you basically finding your way, you know what I'm saying, it's not easy, you know what I'm saying? First you have to sit back and you have to think, because I'm a leader, you know what I'm saying? I have leadership qualities. I led before, but I was leading in doing the wrong activities, like criminal activities, like drugs, promoting prostitution and stuff. And I basically strayed away from that because I want to use my leadership abilities for positivity. So here's how I use my leadership abilities for positivity. One, demonstrating how to be a leader. First and foremost, you have to know what you're talking about. You have to be seemingly in the interest of others. so that way they can feel good listening to you and feel that they're going to get something out of what you're saying. All right? Being a good leader means you're accepting accountability, because you're accountable for your own actions. You understand what I'm saying? As a leader, you recognize these things, right? A leader knows when to set up shop. You know what I'm saying? Where you place individuals in their positions that's necessary to allow the organization to function. You know what I'm saying? That's like in a nonprofit organization. You got directors, you got supervisors, you got case managers, you got peers, so forth and so on. That's the type of leadership that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I want to start my leadership being in a situation where I'm not being stupid. I'm being smart enough to realize that people will do stupid things. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about changing the title of my podcast. But no, it makes sense. People are going to listen to it. They're going to look at the title. They're going to be like, this, don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? It must be a hilarious catch to it. And there's going to be some hilarious catches going on when I'm speaking. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saying it in the right, correct manner. You know what I'm saying? Now, being a good leader, meaning you're striving for perfection, but there's going to be times when you're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Some people say no one's perfect, but that's not true. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes, but there's certain things that we could be perfect at. You know what I'm saying? When you take a test, you get an A+ score, that's a perfect score, because it gets no higher. You know what I'm saying? You can work towards perfection. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm aiming at. I'm aiming at working towards perfection. You know what I'm saying? I do have my flaws. I do have times when I regret things I've done, and I feel that, you know what I'm saying, I shouldn't be punished for it. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't punish myself for it. I do have an issue with depression. I suffer from depression and stress. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on that. You know what I'm saying? I do see a therapist. I do have a psychiatrist. Stuff like that that's needed, because I don't want to be stupid and feel that I can do this on my own. I can't do this on my own. I need your support. I need help by others in order to make this work. Now, I'm looking on my phone and I'm looking up situations where I can go attend other, you know what I'm saying, community meetings like NA, AA, and stuff like that. And going back to school, you know what I'm saying, getting my KSAC and stuff like that, working towards these things. You know what I'm saying? And I want to establish a way where I don't have to worry about people looking at me and saying, yo, don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Do the smart thing. Do the right thing. Now, like I said, don't be stupid is kind of a harsh thing to say to a person. You know what I'm saying? But when you're sitting in these rooms, harsh is what is being delivered. It depends on who you are. It depends on who's speaking. It depends on how they feel that you can take it. But some people don't care. When you're in these therapeutic communities, they'll tell you straight up, when you was using, you was abusing. You wasn't too amusing. So shut your mouth right now. And what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and argue, become argumentative, or you're going to take in what is being said to you, absorb it, and allow it to be a learning lesson so that way you can do better in the future. You know what I'm saying? It can work that way as well, you know? If you're striving to remain sober and clean, don't let the man trick you. The man, I ain't talking about police, white man. The man, it could be a female, it could be a male, whatever. That statement, don't let the man trick you. Or the person trick you, right? Don't let somebody come up to you and say, yo, listen, do me a favor. Can you go in there and get change for me? Or they ain't gonna be stupid enough to do that. You can run off with their money. Or can you go play a number for me? It might be somebody that's in a wheelchair and they can't get over the lump to get inside the liquor store. And next thing you know it, you saying, well, instead of you saying, well, I don't want to go in that because that's a risky environment for me because I may use, you been saying, I got this. You know what I mean? What you need? What you need? And the pick what? Okay, you go in there, and next thing you know, you get a whiff of somebody popping that shot real quick, and you smell it, and next thing you know, it's on your mind all day, and you looking towards, you know what, let me go get a sip. Don't do it. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid enough to think that you got control over something that's been controlling you for years, and because it's a powerful demon. It's a real powerful demon, I'm telling you. You don't want to slip up and thinking that you got it when you really don't. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at my shirt, that's a water stain. Or is that, oh, I don't know. Listen, this is organic. I'm speaking straight up, like on an everyday basis. Ain't nothing spectacular. I'm here for you, and I'm here for me. And by me being here for you, I'm here for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting here and I'm doing this recording, and I want to establish this podcast to be more, you know what I'm saying, lavish. You know what I'm saying? Be more, you know what I'm saying, alluring. You know what I'm saying? I want to have it where I got the microphone, you know what I'm saying, the soundproof surroundings and all that. Maybe a guest appearance from one of them stars. I want to get up to that. But in the meantime, this is what you're getting. This is what you get for right now. And don't be stupid and think that it can't grow from here. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you're getting. This is what it is for now. You know what I'm saying? I'm on this platform doing me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't cursed since I've been on here. But I will be saying things in the future that's not appropriate for children, perhaps. But I say that just in case. You know what I'm saying? I say that just in case. You know what I'm saying? I don't plan on saying things that's really going to be too, you know what I'm saying, too explicit, where children can't listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I want this to be open ears for everyone. An open channel for everyone to bear mind that they can watch it. I just say it's not qualified for children just in case if I do slip up, you know what I'm saying, the platform won't use it against me and say, well, you said this, but you said this as well, and now we're gonna have to ban you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to just continue doing what I'm doing, continue flowing how I'm flowing, and make it work and make it happen as it goes along. All right? For you individuals that's on paper, that's on parole, probation, just do the right thing. I know how it is. Trust me. Just do the right thing. Don't hop no trains. Don't punch nobody in the face. Just calm down. You're angry. You have anger issues, and we understand that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I got numb issues. When I get angry, I get numb. I get so numb, I don't even want to talk. All I want to do is just focus on what's going on and get my mindset together so that way I won't lash out. Do you understand what I'm saying? So keep the focus. Don't be stupid. You don't want to be catching claustrophobia inside the small back of a police car. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm claustrophobic. I can't handle it. You put, I would defecate all over myself. I would shit all over myself. If you put my hands in handcuffs and try to stick me behind that little patrol car, I'm going to defecate all over myself. I'm going to make sure you smell it. I don't care if I smell. I don't care. I could get used to my own smell, but can you? Sure. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to cut this now. I'm going to end this. This is my podcast, Don't Be Stupid. I don't know if my topic related too much to my title for this little recording that I've done, but in the meantime, it gets better as it grows. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful one.